Hello everyone, my name is Frank Moyer and I want to welcome you to M&M Auction House. We are going to hold our second annual Toys for Big Boys auction on June 29th at 10 a.m. I just wanted to show you a little bit down here. If you haven't been to our auctions before, this is where we're located. This is the old Skillet restaurant and will soon be Rivertown Relics. We're right located next door to the Parkville post office. We're going to show you some of the items that are going to be on our auction this week. And we're going to get started right now with one of our featured items. This is a 1965 Mustang that will be put up for auction. I want to show you a little bit about it, how clean it is. We're going to show you the interior of it. How clean the interior is. Here's the trunk. Go back here, show you how clean the trunk is. I'm going to open the hood up while Christopher is showing you the trunk, how clean it is. It's clean all the way around. It's got the original 183 straight six in it. Starts, runs, had a new brake system put on it. It'll get up and go down the road pretty good. So that's one of our featured items right here. This is another vehicle that's going to be on our auction. This is an Austin Healey that has been converted by Sprite in 1984. It's called the Sprite Salad Bar. And as you can see, they've taken an Austin Healey and turned it into a tailgating machine here. This will be at the auction also. Better boy. What's up, Garrett? We also have a Ford RV that's going to be on the auction. The pictures for it are going to be up shortly. It's been newly done on the inside. It's very nice. We're just going to get some shots and get those up on the website so you'll look later for those. We wanted to give you a shot of the outside of it for right now. M&M Auction House right here. Dogs, we're not going to sell them. We'll give you a quick look at all the banners that we have here right in the front room as we come in. We've got Coors banners, we've got Jeremiah Weed banners, we've got Victory Motorcycle banners from Daytona Beach, Twisted Tea, Budweiser, Mac Tools, Miller Lite, all kinds of banners. That is the Laconia 89th Bike Week banner from last year. We have over here on this side, we're going to have a lot of military items as far as clothing. These are VFW, military uniforms, all different kinds of uniforms. There was even some bowling shirts in here on these. We have a Budweiser pool light, a 7-Up cooler, and last time it was plugged in, it did work. We have a 60s, 70s Coke machine here that we've got. On this table, you're going to find all kinds of Coca-Cola items. There's about 100 Coca-Cola items on here. Noteworthy of that is the Trim of Trees ornaments. There's quite a few of those. We have the Dancing Coke. We also have, pretty kind of tough to find, a Quaker. It's a Quaker 5-piece tray table set down here on the bottom. You don't see a lot of those. All kinds of Coke glasses, all kinds of old Coke advertising pictures on the bottom. Quite a bit of Coke stuff here. Some Coke trays, there's a bunch of those around. On this table, we have a wooden Harley-Davidson rocker. We've even got a Star Trek Ken and Barbie. We've got some Battlestar Galactica. We've got an old Pepsi tin. A lot of Elvis stuff here. We've got a Pez dispenser. We've got some Elvis pictures. We've got an Elvis knife. So we've got quite a bit of Elvis stuff here. There's more Elvis stuff throughout here. We have a pretty extensive knife collection here. We'll open it up real quick. Maybe. As you can see, there's quite a wide variety. There's some Westerns here. Here's a real nice Boy Scout Western knife right there with the sheath. I know there's some Swiss Army knives. I know there's a new Winchester in here. Sabers. Quite a few knives in here. Some pretty strange ones also. We got the Batman knife right there. Got quite a few Oriental knives. Collectible to put on your wall. It's pretty good stuff right there. Got a lot of these brand new in the box. Remote control cars. Several of those along the bottom there. As you can see, those are brand new. Over here you're going to find some old 7-Up advertisements. You're going to find over here, this is an old Borden's ice cream advertisement. Quite a lot of nice stuff on this table. As we move over in this direction, got an Anchor ashtray. This is pretty neat. This came out of the Mulebach Hotel downtown. This is 24 karat gold plated gentleman's chair here. So we thought that was pretty neat. Over here, you're going to find a vintage cocktail mixing stand. And it is on a Lazy Susan. These are pretty rare to come up with. We were lucky to get this one out of Weston, an antique mall out of Weston. Very nice. Here's something you don't see very often. In-table stereo unit. First one that I've seen. Plugged in, works great. Kind of a neat piece. You'll find we've got some touch lamps up here. I wish they were touch lamp. Racing car lamps. We've got some vintage cabinetry work. Cabinets. We're going to sell these vintage cabinets. We've got one more of these. So there are 2 of these vintage cabinets. They'll be at the auction. Over here, we've got a bunch of clocks. Here's a Dale Earnhardt clock. It's a numbered clock. There's another Dale Earnhardt clock. There's some Snap-on tool clocks. We've got about 6, 8 of those somewhere through here. We've got a Corona beer light for your pool table. We've got a 16-speed drill press. We have a Golden Jet 7 horsepower outboard motor with the title. We have on that, we have a troller also. Over here you're going to find 3 or 4 more outboard engine motors that we're going to have for auction. Vintage kinds. We've got some paper oil containers. Got an old handsaw. We've got a 5-gallon jug down here. Don't see a lot of those around that big and that good a shape. Over here on this side, you're going to find almost every reel known to man and beast. All up and down this one. We also have a collection of Great Lake lures that was brought in to us right here. Got some placemats down here. Got some Echo, Playboy, Country, Nantucket Boat Club. If you notice on the back side also, we've got some Star Wars collectibles, Michael Jackson collectibles. We've got a Coors old, this is metal, pool light. We have over here a very nice piece of vintage lawn jockey, which is electrified. And it's in pretty good shape for a lawn jockey. And as we turn around the corner, we have a vintage bicycle. And it is a Columbia bicycle. We'll keep on going right down the line here. We have a lot of collectible stuff here. We've got Toy Story. We've got Wetworks. We've got an old metal train here. We've got Pee Wee Herman. We've got an old 45 record player, robots. We've got some old monster ones from Universal Studios here, monster action figures. We have some Star Wars collectibles all through here. Also have some pretty neat collectible watches, the Lost World, Congo, that type of stuff. Spawn. All of these are action collectibles we got out of an estate in Weston. Over here on this side, you're going to find a lot of vintage stuff. Here's some old vintage metal cars, a vintage metal train, an old vintage fan. Here's an old, looks like an old bread truck. This over here is a actual pop cooler. Very old, very heavy. Down on the bottom down here, we have an arcade boat. Down on the bottom. It's going to be put up for auction. Up here we've got an old Victrola with the horn on it and everything. We got some railroad crossing signs. Back behind us over here, we've got some vintage train pictures. Cut it a second, son. Again, you see those vintage train pictures. We got a Conoco sign. That is a print of the old mule box when it was first built downtown. Got that out of an estate in St. Joseph. Over here on this side, we've got some more advertising signs. Take a note of this Elvis one. This is a poster from a 1957 Elvis concert in Buffalo, New York at Memorial Auditorium. Got a Miller Lite clock, we got a KU clock, got some Echo banners. Over here we have some more military items. We got a huge tire sign up there. Ceiling. We got an embossed Maz Cola. That's a pretty old sign. Citgo sign. An Aspen Edge mirror. We've got a Daewoo Motor Company sign. They're out of business. We have an old bubblegum machine. Also down here, you'll notice this one. This is an embossed, double-sided, in its case, bush hog peeler sign. Both sides are pretty doggone good on that. And then it is in a metal frame. Airplane signs or pictures, more Elvis pictures. Up top you'll see an old vintage Case Hotel 7-Up sign, a Witt Sign Company out of Lebanon, Tennessee. Down lower, you got an old vintage Coca-Cola wooden sign. That is an old fan belt holder right here. Got a mirrored Miller Lite, some Coke signs, a vintage candy sign, a lawn ornaments from Coca-Cola sign, Crows, Gillette. Got a nice John Deere implement sign up top. Native American pictures. Some more Citgo. Got some decoys that are going to be sold. See a picture of that old bike. Want to show you this old bike that we're selling here that's got the wooden back seat on it. It's a Ranger. Off of this table, we have an old vintage erector set over there. We've got a set of Buffalo pipe wrenches over here, some old vintage tools, pickaxe. We've got some Marilyn Monroe prints, some Betty Boop prints. Got some very old marching band medals that were won. Got a set of vintage goggles for flying goggles. Down on the bottom there's a bunch of old tools, some Uncle Sam I Want You posters. On the other side we've got a couple of vintage Craftsman tools in their metal cases. Now on this table we have over 200 Star Trek action figures. They'll all be listed on the website. They're all numbered. They've all got their names. They're from different parts of it. Here's the Warp Factor series, 1 through how many ever they had. Here's some of the originals. Or this is Dr. McCoy. I'll show you one piece in particular. This is 1979, a book and record set on Star Trek, made by Peter Pan. Never been opened, 1979. Just want to let you know that that's in that. Very collectible item there. We've got a real nice Phillips 66 sign. Over here is one of the reasons I hope a lot of you guys come is we have a Bennett tall pump with an original new old stock Sinclair Globe. Now we're not showing you the pictures right now, but we also have 3 more pumps coming in. We've got a Wayne 70 coming in. We have a Wayne 505 coming in. And we have a Gilbarco coming in. Looking up top, that is, I believe, a 69 7-Up sign that you just saw. 1962 7-Up sign. Heineken sign. Clark, Conoco, Miller Lite, Truett Brothers, Copenhagen. These are all good metal signs. Got a bunch of golf clubs for you to go through. We've got some cigarette advertisement. We've got a Bel Air thermometer, Newport sign, Trojan sign, BCS, Michelob, Jägermeister banner. Also over here on this table you're going to find we've got a lot of brand new tools over here for you to go through. And a collection of some very vintage buttons here. we have a lot of signed footballs. Here's a Tony Gonzalez. Here is Dwayne Bowe. We've got 2 or 3 Dwayne Bowe signed footballs. This is a Eric Dickerson signed football. This is a Paul Krause signed football. We've got some basketballs that are signed also. Joe Smith. On the bottom, you're going to see we have some Betty Page, very rare Betty Page photos, and a book, and the reprint of the Playboy Marilyn Monroe issue sitting right there, guys. Collectors. We've got vintage Tonka. We've got a mobile truck here. These, I believe, are all either Midge. Trying to look at the bottom. Dinky toys. We got Dinkies. We got Midge. We have the Bionic Man right there. You can even look through the little eye hole. We've got G.I. Joes. And a lot of their accessories that you can't find. We got Dinky toys right there. A bunch of nice metal toys. Got some tin toys right here. Very nice. Right here. Mrs. Potato Head. This, guys, is an AC spark plug cleaner, a sandblaster. Got an RCA tube for the sales sampler guy. We have some Mark's trains over here. If you want neon, we've got some. We've got Budweiser, we got Coca-Cola, we've got American Lock, we've got Open, we've got Bud Dry, we've got coffee, we got Live Nudes, we've got lighted old style, Labatt's Blue. We've got a lot of neon here at this auction. We've got a Garst Seed Company sign embossed up there. Budweiser steins down here. And we have about every issue of Playboy that you might be looking for. If you've missed a year, we've got it. We've got Hot Wheels. Batman, WWF, Johnny Lightning, 24 karat gold plated collectible racing cars, NASCAR. We have starting lineup bobbleheads. We've got Harry Potter collectibles, Pro Action collectibles, on this table we've got a vintage banjo, vintage napkin holders, a leather gentleman's set, a pie iron, Crocs. We've got a lot of stuff from the Mulebach Hotel right here. These are all Mulebachs. We have a John Deere cookie jar. We have a very vintage, very old X-Lax display. Got some old Crocs. We have some railroad signs. We have ammo. This is an old Falstaff keg. This, everybody, looks like an old box. Not quite sure what it is. That are points off of a Ford Model T right there. Elgin watches. A Kellogg rotary phone. Clocks along the bottom. Decanters. We got a Springfield Model 39A bolt action 410. As you can see, guys, we have a ton of stuff and we're still getting more stuff in. Come on down to our auction. We'll have food, refreshments. Starts at 10 o'clock, doors open at 8. Come on in. Viewing we'll have on Friday, the day before. Come on, take a look, see the stuff that you want. See you there.